Good look to start the video with, huh? Hello, my loves. Welcome back to my channel. Today is my birthday. I am turning 31 years old today, and I'm getting ready for the day, and I thought it might be fun to just turn the camera on and get ready together while I'm doing my makeup. I don't know that I have a huge amount of profound wisdom to share about being 31, but at the very least, we will do some makeup and you'll get to see the products that I use when I want to feel my best. The name of the game today is just all the products that make me feel really good. I'm not going to be doing anything extra creative or extravagant, but I thought it might be fun to just chat with you all while I get ready. Oh, my eye masks are from a brand called Grace and Stella. These are their moisturizing eye masks, and I thought they were really cute, one, but also my under eyes are super dry. So I think I'm actually going to start with the eyes today while that's moisturizing. And I want to use my Natasha Denona I Need a Nude palette. I haven't used this palette as a whole in a while. I did take out some shades for my palette that I made for my wedding over the summer, but this is the kind of color story I want to go with today. Just soft, flattering, but with a little bit of sparkle to make things feel special. So starting with my Ulta Beauty matte eye primer, as per usual, I start every single eye look with this priming step because this is the best primer ever. I have really dry under eyes, but really oily eyelids. Make it make sense. Just zoomed you in a little bit so you can see hopefully a little bit better. I'm actually going to do some concealing as well. This is the Natasha Denona High Glam Concealer. I have the shade R2, and I'm just going to put this like right in the hollow of my inner eye and a little bit above the brow. I like to do this when I do my eyes first because sometimes I feel like those areas can look a little bit bare when I go in with foundation because I don't get my foundation up into the eye area. So I like to just add a little concealer first. I don't have super extravagant plans for my birthday today. My husband did make us a dinner reservation, which I'm really excited for. But otherwise, the theme of this birthday is enjoying the simple things. I did some birthday yoga this morning. I drank my coffee and watched a little bit of the Great British Baking Show Holiday Edition because that's like one of my favorite shows, and I love getting the extras during the holiday season when they bring those out. Just setting my lids with my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish powder, by the way. And I made myself a nice breakfast. I got a nice shower, put on a fun outfit and like every piece of jewelry that I own. Oh, I forgot my earrings. I have earrings that I was going to wear today, so I'll put those in a second. But yeah, just having a nice, slow, calm morning. I talked to my parents on the phone. They called to wish me happy birthday. And after I get ready, I'm going to go out for a bit. I'm going to get my free Starbucks coffee, which if you didn't know, if you sign up for the Starbucks rewards program, you get a free coffee on your birthday. So I'm definitely taking advantage of that. I'm just going to dip into the shade Fair in this palette to go all over my lids. I did give myself the day off work today, so I don't have work that I will be doing, which is really nice. So I've got time to go kind of browse around at my favorite stores. I'm going to go by. I do have a couple errands to run and just kind of be out enjoying the festive season. I'm going to take a little bit of Wit, which is this kind of peachy shade at the bottom here, and just softly buff that through my crease. It's funny, when I was younger, I always hated having a birthday so close to Christmas. My birthday is the 19th of December, so that is prime Christmas time. I always felt like a little chip on my shoulder about it. Like, I wish I had a summer birthday that could break up the year nicely. But as an adult, I actually really love having my birthday this time of year because it's so magical. Things are already in place to make it a magical day. Everything's beautiful, the lights are out and the decorations. People generally are a lot nicer and wishing you like a happy holidays. And there's lots of like fun things to eat and drink around this time of year. So now I'm not mad about it at all. I actually kind of enjoy having a birthday so close to Christmas. I'm gonna dip into Vague, which is this mauvier, kind of slightly deeper shade to build up my outer corner a bit. I also wanted to do my nails before I started this video, but I haven't gotten around to it yet, but I'm gonna give myself a really nice manicure today and yeah, just generally be really nice to myself. That is one thing that I'm really trying to actively work on. Okay, I think that's looking pretty good. Because the shade is such a nice like mauvey tone, it gives a really nice shadow and depth in the outer corner, but without being like overly dark. Okay, I think for my lid, I'm gonna take the shade Muse, which is kind of the most impactful shimmer in this palette. The other shimmers are also really pretty, but they're a little bit finer of glitter particles, and this one is definitely the most kind of in-your-face, shiny, metallic shimmer. So I'm gonna put that across my lid. Hopefully you can see how gorgeous that shade is. It's like a wet looking shimmer. So pretty. And then I'll just go back in with my brush to blend the edges of that. And then for the inner corner, I think I'm gonna take Mia, which is the baby pink light shimmer. Super pretty color, especially for the inner corners. And just add a little bit more sparkle to this already very sparkly look, but I just think that light pink is so ethereal and pretty. Love it. Okay, I think I'm gonna take a little bit of liner. This is the Persona 24-Hour Waterproof Eye Pencil in the shade Brown. This is such a good pencil. Mine actually needs a little bit of a sharpen, but yes, such a good pencil for staying on over the course of the day, and I do want my makeup to last all day. So I'm just going to lift my brow and line really tightly to my lash line on the outer third. Just like that. I don't even know if you could see that. I'm sorry if I was not in frame. And then I'm going to take a little angled brush. This one actually has some black shadow on it already. I'll just wipe that off, but it's not a huge deal if it has a little bit of black left over. I'm going to go into Silhouette, which is the deep brown in this palette, which I also used on my wedding day to smudge out my liner. And I'm just going to go over the top of that liner and kind of set it into place, but also smudge it out so that it just has a softer appearance overall. And I'm just kind of softly laying that out. Nothing too drastic, just to kind of elongate my eye a little bit. And then I'm going to go into Tender, which is a cool toned kind of concrete color. And I'm just going to smudge over the edges of that to just smoke it out and soften it even further, to just make a really kind of blurred, almost hazy effect to the liner. Make everything look very effortless. Okay, and that is it for the top lid. So I think I'm going to move on now to the rest of my face, and then I will finish the lower lash line after we do foundation and concealer. I am basically down to the dregs of my Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream. Can you even see the tiny little baby amount of product that is left? I've been kind of saving this for today so I can have one more luxurious use of this product. It is wildly expensive, so I will not be repurchasing it, but I do love it. And I do love the way that makeup sits on my face when I use it. Maybe one day I will have the desire to spend over $100 on a face cream, but I don't think that day is going to be here in the near future. So that is a live empty here today. Caught on camera, my Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream finally finished. That is a sad empty, but I have loved and enjoyed this product. I'm then going to take a little bit of my Caliray So Blown Clean Blurring Primer and just put this through my T-zone to smooth out my pores in that area. A lot of these products, because they are my favorite products, you will probably have heard me talk about or seen me use in other videos. But I just love the nice bit of blurring that this gives me through the center of my face. On the perimeter of my face for a little extra glow today, I don't always do this step, but this is the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter. I have the shade 2, and I just think it's kind of fun to add a little extra something something for a special day. I like to blend this product in with my hands. I don't know, I just think the warmth of your hands really makes a difference with this one for some reason. A sponge in particular just seems to absorb a lot of product, so kind of focusing that on the perimeters of my face. And then for foundation, I want my makeup to look flawless all day, so what else would I use but my Estee Lauder Double Wear? I'm using the shade 1C1 Cool Bone right now, and I'm telling you, a lot of people are afraid of this stuff, but if you just use a little bit, there's pretty much nothing better in terms of longevity and just blurred, perfected skin that still looks like skin. This is the hill that I will die on. So you can see I just kind of apply it with my finger and warm it up a bit with my finger. Again, warming up products, I feel like it just really helps them sit better. Then I'll take a buffing brush. This is the complexion brush from Beauty For Real, and just kind of press it in. And I also have a damp beauty blender standing by, which is always good to go over just to absorb excess product. And any excess product, I just kind of take down my neck and go back on my ears. I'm going to take the Natasha Denona concealer again and go under my eyes. This is not a favorite for under my eyes, but I have been using it because I think it's a really good shade for me. I've also been using it on other areas of my face, and I definitely like it better for concealing blemishes than I do under the eyes, but it's working okay under the eyes. I'm setting it with a powder, and I think that helps a lot. But yeah, I wouldn't say this is necessarily like my absolute favorite concealer, but it is the one that I've been using lately. Under my eyes, I blend it with a finger because, again, the warmth of your fingers makes a big difference with this one. And I think Natasha Denona herself even says that. She recommends blending this particular concealer with your fingers, at least under the eyes. By the way, in case you are younger than me, no one really tells you, but you can be 31 years old and still get acne. I still get hormonal breakouts, so I think there's a big myth about like when you hit your 30s, your acne is less of a concern than like signs of aging or whatever. I'm okay with signs of aging. I'm okay with acne. I'm okay with all of it, but I just didn't really expect to still have acne at the ripe old age of 31. But here we are. For cream bronzer, I'm going to take my e.l.f. Halo Glow contour wand that I had to depot into a little jar because my packaging broke and it was leaking everywhere and it was not great. I do still like the product, so now I'm just kind of dipping into the jar, which is working fine. It's just a little bit less convenient than the original packaging that it came in. I'm going to go kind of use this as a bit of a contour as well. It's like a little contour and bronze in one situation. Especially because I'm wearing like a higher neck top. I feel like I want to snatch my jawline even more than normal. And then in my forehead, I just kind of blend back into my hairline as much as I can. Then I'll just take my sponge and help that blend a little better. Tap out any creases under my eyes, and then I will set them with a tiny little bit of the Givenchy Prisme Libre. I know Steph is going to make fun of my pronunciation. I can't do the French pronunciation, but I know Prisme Libre, isn't it? I have the shade 3 of Wall Rose, and unfortunately, this has been reformulated, and I've heard that the reformulation is not good. So I'm just using it very sparingly and only up under my eyes because it just does such a good job of blurring that area. The rest of my face, I'm going to use my Sydney Grace loose setting powder. Still use a powder puff. I just like to get a thin amount on the powder puff, so I tap a lot of it off in the lid and then just start in my T-zone and then lightly go over the rest of my face because I am going to go in with some powder products. And then I just take a big powder brush and sweep away any excess powder. So I'm going to take that same powder brush into the Too Cool for School by Rodin Art Class shading palette. It's like a contour and a bronze in one, and I just kind of swirl my brush into all the shades and go over my cream bronzer slash contour. I'm going to give my brows a quick brush through with the spoolie, and then I'm going to take whatever is left on the brush that I used for my eyeliner. I know that seems weird, but I've been doing this lately and it's just a really natural way of filling in my brows without having them look overly done. Like there's still pigment going through my brows, but it's a light amount. And I'm just using that same kind of angled brush. If I feel like I need a little bit more pigment, the Natasha Denona I Need a Nude palette is actually great for my brows and for my contour and for my blush as well. So I can just dip into the shade Tender here. And that's actually a really good cool toned ashy brown brow shade for me. This palette is also great for traveling for that reason, because you have eyes covered, brows covered, you have eyeliner, and like I said, contour and blush as well, all in one palette. Just a really natural brow look. So I'm going to set my brows with the Rare Beauty Flexible Lifting Gel. I like to backcomb this through the wrong way first, and then I brush back through and put my brow hairs into place just to make sure every hair is coated, because I like my brows to stay where I put them. Finish up the eyes by taking a small brush into that shade Silhouette and just lining my bottom lash line a bit and connecting it up with the top. And then I will just blend that out with the shade Tender like we did for the top liner. Kind of smoke it out. And then I think it's fun to add a little shimmer on the bottom just for fun and a little extra sparkle. So I'm gonna take, I think I'm gonna take the shade Travertine, which is another one of the like taupey, minky kind of soft shimmer shades in this palette. And I'm just gonna put it right at the start of my lower lash line for a little bit of subtle sparkle on the bottom lash. All right, so my camera overheated, so I went ahead and went and did my hair and actually painted my nails. So now I have cute nails for my birthday, which is exactly what I wanted. This color is Dazzle Dry School Spirit. It's a really cool like purpley blue duochrome, really fun. And I did my mascara as well. So I used the What's Up Beauty Watch Me mascara on my top lashes and the Hamish, what is this called? Stylism Smudge Stop Mascara in Curling Black. I just went over the tips of my lashes to hopefully prevent them from smudging up on my brow bone. And I also used this on my lower lashes to prevent smudging. So now we just need to do cheeks and lips, and I can go enjoy the rest of my birthday. I'm gonna do one of my favorite highlighter and blush combinations. So for highlighter, I'm taking my Bobbi Brown Shimmer Brick in the shade Pink, and I love this one for when I have like pinky tones on the eyes. It just keeps everything really cool toned. And I actually like to apply highlighter before blush. I don't know. I just feel like it makes for a more natural overall look to the cheeks when the highlighter is kind of blended in really well with the blush. Do a little bit just up on my brow bone as well. And then for blush, I'm going to use Patrick Ta She's a Doll, which is this really, really bright pink duo here. And I'm going to do the Patrick Ta method. So applying the powder blush first, and then topping it with the cream to bring a little bit of like a natural glow back to my face. This is a pretty pigmented blush, so I'm just tapping a little off on the back of my hand first, and then just kind of buffing that over the cheeks, mainly on the apples. And I just feel like this cooler pink blush will tie in really well with the cooler toned look overall. And it also looks nice and wintry to have like bright pink flushed cheeks, I think. Okay, that's just with the powder blush on, but now I'm gonna take a little brush into the cream, press that over kind of mainly the apples of my cheeks to add a little bit of hydration back into the skin for a natural skin-like glow. I'm gonna take it a little bit over the nose as well, just for extra cutesy vibes. For my lips, I'm gonna line with Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk 2 Medium. It's just a little bit of a deeper kind of rosy shade. It's kind of subtle, but I do feel like it makes a difference in defining my lips. And then for lipstick, I'm gonna use my Pat McGrath and Bridgerton collab lipstick in the shade Nude Romantique 2, which is a beautiful mauvey nude that I've been loving a lot recently. It actually matches that lip liner really well. And then to top everything off, I'm gonna use a little gloss. This is the Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb in the shade Sweet Mouth, which is just like a baby pink shimmery gloss to go with the rest of the look. And that, my friends, is everything. This is the birthday makeup look. I had so much fun getting ready with you. Thank you for hanging out with me on my birthday. I'm gonna go now and enjoy the rest of the day, but I hope you all are having a good day wherever you are and enjoying this lead up to the holiday season and the end of the year. If you'd like to give me a little birthday present, you can press the like button on this video and maybe even subscribe. That would mean the world to me. It has been another fantastic year with my little YouTube community, and I'm so excited for everything that 31 has to offer. Feel free to leave your wisdom about life in your 30s in the comments down below. Lord knows I need it, and I will hope to see you in my next video. Bye!